My family has Hurricane ABS kayaks. We occasionally bust them up. This is showing where I busted the bow of my boat. Zooming in, this is the repair that I did 2 years ago after it's been gel coated. What we use to do the repair is West System marine epoxy and fiberglass. So we put that on the inside of the boat and then gel coat the outside to do the repair. My wife had her kayak break middle of the cockpit. Thought at first it was associated with where the seat mounts were, but as you'll see in a minute, the crack doesn't go all the way to the holes that are drilled in the hull for the seat mounts. It stops short of that. So this is now looking at the crack inside and outside, and you see that it's about a 6 to 8 inch long crack separating right below the water line on the kayak in the cockpit area. So the first thing that we do to do these repairs is you do need to relieve the stress on the crack by drilling all the way through at the ends. On the inside and outside of the boat, rough up the crack itself so we have more surface area for the epoxy and the gel coat to stick to. This is showing after I have relieved and roughened the crack out a bit. You see holes at either end were drilled to relieve the stress. This is now after the epoxy and fiberglass has been applied to the inside. This is now after it's dried. Pretty much looks the same. Now I've applied gel coat to the outside. This is before sanding. This is now after I've sanded it. My wife also wanted a a paddle holder on the deck. Didn't have one on this boat, so we've drilled the holes there. And then underneath, I've gone and put some fiberglass and just used now gel coat to do the adhesion. Now I've mounted the clip and the end pieces there. This is now the finished repair on the outside of the boat after the gel coat's dried and been sanded. Hard to see the crack at all anymore. Just to make sure that I remember that I did have a repair there, I'm putting a Band-Aid sticker I made on that. So smooth that down. Just a reminder that it has been repaired. So the steps that we used were first to drill holes at the end to relieve the stress, roughen up the crack, use fiberglass and West System epoxy on the inside of the boat, gel coat on the outside. This repair has now lasted over a year. Looks like it works well.